In this video, we talk about SellerPulse. It's a tool which helps Amazon sellers to analyze and monitor the profitability, returns, buy box ownership, and much more. Using this tool, you will be able to immediately resolve issues in your Amazon product listings. And this video is part of the Demo Mondays video series where we invite different Amazon tool creators and we ask them to present their solutions just like this on the screen. If you want to try SellerPulse for yourself, you'll find the link and discount code below in the description. It's nice to have you here once again on Orange Click channel. So let us know, what is SellerPulse and how does it help Amazon sellers?
Yeah, Augustus, thanks so much for having me. SellerPulse is a listing monitoring and operational analytics tool for Amazon sellers. It helps Amazon sellers by providing email alerts for critical events across the entire catalog. And these are events like listing status changes, buy box alerts, listing content changes like title, image, bullets, also dimension changes, hijacker alerts, and inventory stockout alerts. SellerPulse also includes interactive analytics reports for FBA returns, inventory planning, buy box status, and SKU economics. So these reports are designed to surface actionable insights for your business and also include summary reports via email. And there's a lot of analytics tools out there for Amazon sellers, especially for advertising optimization. But SellerPulse specializes in operational insights, so helping businesses with inventory planning, returns management, offer strategy, and budget planning.
I think you have so many cool features, and I believe or I feel that this tool is really suitable for any type of Amazon seller. Is it correct?
Yeah, that's absolutely right. So most SellerPulse users are more professional, established sellers, both brands and wholesalers. We also have a lot of agencies and consultants that use SellerPulse to, monitor and analyze across their entire client portfolio. But like you said, really any size seller can benefit from SellerPulse. We have very small sellers that are just starting out, all the way up to very large household brand names.
And the app itself works with all the major Amazon marketplace regions and countries?
Yeah, so it is available across 17 total marketplaces across North America, Europe, and the Far East. So almost all marketplaces.
Yeah, cool. Great. So I think now we're ready to jump to the Seller Pros dashboard and see how it works and how to set up everything and how to benefit from your features.
Yeah, so we're currently looking at Ecom Engine's suite of tools, and I'll just kind of orient you across the top here. Today, we're going to be looking at SellerPulse, but also included in the Feedback 5, or in the Ecom Engine suite of tools, we have Feedback 5. As everyone knows, that's the feedback and review tool. We also monitor product reviews and provide analytics around product reviews. And then Restock Pro, which is our FBA inventory management tool. So for SellerPulse, I'll just kind of quickly go over a few of the pages here. We're looking at the dashboard that allows you to see recent alert activity and also configure your alerts. We have the alerts log that gives you the last 30 days of events across your entire catalog. Alert settings just allows you to decide which products you might want to receive alerts for and which alerts. So by default, we're going to send alerts for all products, but you can configure that in the settings page. And then we have each of our reports: the buy box report, inventory planning, FBA returns, and SKU economics. So yeah, here on the dashboard, we have these tiles that allow you to see the recent alerts for your business, either over the last 7 days or last 24 hours. We also kind of show you, the status of your connection to Amazon, how many alerts you have enabled, and your order counts for the month. Scrolling down, we have configuration just to allow you to turn on each of the different report types and alert types. So when you sign up, really all you need to do is connect your Amazon account and come to the dashboard and just toggle the switch on, choose which alerts you want to receive, click Save Changes, and that's really all you need to do. And these alerts will be sent to your inbox as they happen. And we do have a setting here where you can either choose to receive these alerts individually. So as they happen throughout the day, you will get individual emails, or you can choose to receive them in one single daily digest. So I'll just kind of quickly go through the different alert types and talk about some of the use cases. So first is listing status alerts. So we're getting these listing status notifications directly from Amazon's API. And one of the real important ones is search suppression. So if Amazon sees any issues with your listings, especially with any of the content of your listings, they might flag that issue, and eventually they could take action by suppressing that listing from search results. And this is a big issue because um, if someone goes to search for your product, even if they enter a branded search, it's not going to show up in those search results. But if you navigate directly to the product listing page, it will look like things are fine. And Amazon doesn't give you an email or any notification of a search suppression. So this can really kill your sales, and it's easy to not notice this. So SellerPulse is going to give you an email as soon as this happens across any of your products in your catalog. We also can send an alert if there's an inactive SKU, or if any of your inactive SKUs go active, or a deletion. We also provide listing content alerts, so any changes to your title, main image, bullet points, the brand, and you know, uh, there's a couple of different use cases for this. One is Amazon is constantly monitoring and making changes to listings that maybe you didn't mean to make. They might merge a listing, or maybe another seller gets on your listing and makes changes. So, you certainly want to keep an eye out for any changes that should not be happening to your listing. But also, because we save all of these events in the alerts log, maybe you would just like to have a nice history of all the changes that you've made to your listing, and you can kind of go back and remember when you changed the title and see if that had any positive changes to your listing. Another really important one is dimension and weight changes. So Amazon is going to base their FBA fulfillment fees on the dimensions and weight. Sometimes they'll get that wrong and incorrectly measure. So we'll send an alert anytime you get a change in the dimension and weight. Number of offer alerts, two major use cases here. One is if you're a brand and you know that you're the only seller on your listings, you want to just subscribe to this alert to see if anyone happens to jump on your listing. Maybe somebody gets a hold of your inventory, or maybe it's a hijacker situation. So we'll send you an alert if the number of offers increases on any of your listings. But we also have a lot of wholesaler customers that like to use this just to keep an eye out on competitive activity across all of their listings. So wholesalers a lot of times are competing for the buy box on a listing, and so they like to keep an eye out on any competitors that might be jumping onto their listings. Similarly, we have buy box alerts, so we will send an alert anytime you win the buy box or lose the buy box, and also if the buy box is suppressed. So as everyone knows, Amazon is monitoring pricing off of Amazon, and if they see that your price is not competitive relative to some of the off Amazon prices, then basically they will have no one winning the buy box. And so we'll send an alert out in that case. And whenever we send these buy box alerts, we include the seller that won the buy box and their offer information compared to your offer information. And for the suppressed buy box alert, we'll also send you that competitive price threshold that Amazon is seeing off of it, off of Amazon's marketplace, so that you can understand how you need to change your price to avoid that suppression. And then finally, we have inventory alerts. So whenever you run out of stock, or if any of your SKUs becomes susceptible to the low inventory level fee, we'll send an alert there. And I'll quickly show the alerts log. So the alerts log shows the last 30 days of all the events across your catalog. And so right now we're looking at a situation where you've lost the buy box. And as you can see, we're going to show you the winning offer, who that seller is, a comparison of the seller rating, the price, shipping, and the fulfillment. So as you're scrolling through and looking at these buy box events and all of your events, you can click in and get the details and a nice side-by-side comparison of your offer. All right, so now that we've covered the alerts from SellerPulse, I'd like to jump in and start looking at the reports. The first report is the FBA returns report. And one thing to note is you'll just need to activate the data in these reports with one simple click, and then we'll enter in the FBA returns report. So you're currently looking at the last 90 days of FBA returns, and we show you all of the returns by product. So which of your products have the most returns. We also show by reason and the condition of the product. So whether it's coming back defective, damaged, or sellable. And then finally, we're taking all of the different customer comments, as to the reasons why they've made these returns, and bubbling them up into a nice word cloud so that you can understand, more information about why these customers are returning the products. And the thing that's most powerful with these analytics reports is all of these are interactive, and they can allow you to kind of click in and drill down. So if you want to get more information about a particular product, you can simply click through and see the reasons for each of these products. So as you click and highlight different products, we're going to update the data to show you the specific comments for those returns and the specific reasons for those. Similarly, you can go in and highlight a particular reason. So one that you may be interested in is defective. And as soon as you click that reason, we'll immediately show you the top products that are getting returned for the defective reason, and also bubble up the comments that are associated with that particular reason. So for this, a couple of action items that a seller might take. One, you're obviously going to be looking for ways that you can improve your product so that it, can avoid returns. But then you also may want to be looking for ways to improve your listing. Not as described is a good reason to look at. Perhaps the way that you're describing your product is a little bit confusing. So could update the content of your listing or the images to make sure that you're avoiding getting these returns. And then also you might just want to look for any major spikes or increases in returns, or any products that you want to consider stopping selling to avoid high return rates. Another page that we have in the FBA returns report allows you to see more of those customer comments data. So we're showing you all of the actual comments. So you can scroll through and maybe highlight a particular product and read through all of the specific comments for that product. Another good use case is for all of the the tables in these reports, you can click on this More Options and click Export Data. And this allows you to export the data into an Excel spreadsheet. And so, a good use case for this would be to take all of this comment data, maybe dump it into an AI program like ChatGPT and get it to analyze and do a sentiment analysis for all of your comments to provide better details around what actions you may want to take. All right, after the returns report, I'll jump into our SKU economics report. All right, so here we're on the summary page of the SKU economics report, and we include 5 major metrics within this report: sales, returns, FBA fees, ad spend, and proceeds. And proceeds for this, what we're doing is we're taking your sales amount, subtracting the amount refunded, the amount of total FBA fees, and the amount of total ad spend to get the total proceeds that you're taking home. And this is very close to a profit calculation. Basically, the last thing that you would need to add in is your cost of goods sold. And once you do that, then you would have a true profit calculation. And in the Analyze Proceeds page, I'll go into that shortly and talk about how we make it very easy for you to enter your cost of goods data to make that profit calculation. So for sales, we're calculating total sales over the last 12 weeks and also your average sales price. And so this report is it always includes the last 12 weeks of data, and it's refreshed every week. And so the sales amount is going to be calculated and graphed in each of the blue bars, and average sales price is graphed with the blue line. Similarly, total refunds is going to be graphed with the purple bars, and the return rate, which is your units returned divided by units sold, is graphed with the blue line here. For FBA fees, we're calculating the total amount of fees for your marketplace with these orange bars here. And then we're also calculating a cost to sales ratio with this blue line here. And cost to sales is basically your total fees divided by total sales. And that helps you understand roughly what percentage of your revenue is going to be taken away from FBA fees. Similarly, for ad spend, we're looking at total ad spend in the pink bars, and then the total advertising cost of sales, or TACOs, with the blue line here. And TACOs is similar to cost of sales. We're just taking the total ad spend divided by total sales. And then finally, for that total proceeds, we're graphing that in the green bars, and then margin is going to be the percentage of your sales that you're able to take home. So looking at this dashboard, there's a lot you can do here right away. This is great for just immediately kind of scanning across and looking for any anomalies or any large spikes that you want to take advantage of. Another thing that is good for is looking for any underperforming products or also any high-performing products. So for each of these tables, we're sorting your products in descending order, so you can see, which have the highest total sales, highest total refunds, etc. And you can also sort the other way to see low performers. We identify the products through child ASIN, but if you hover over each one, you can see which product it is. We show the title, image, and the average sales price. So one really useful use case is if you just kind of click through all of your high-performing products, the charts will update, and you can see for each of your products, how they've been faring over the last 12 weeks. And as I mentioned, it's great for looking for any kind of spikes or anomalies. Um, like clicking on this product here, one thing that's interesting is it looks like we had a price drop, and that price drop did lead to an increase in sales. But if you look at returns, there was also a big spike in returns the week after that. So that's something that would immediately catch your eye, and may not be easy to catch through other reports. And so one thing I might do if I see a big spike in returns like this is go over to the returns report and do that analysis on the reasons and the comments, and try to understand why there was a big sudden spike in returns for this product. So very powerful dashboard here to allow you to monitor the activity of your business. The next sheet in the SKU economics report that I like to run through is the FBA fees page. And so this will allow you to understand all of the different fee types that you're getting charged in your business. So we have a week filter. Again, we're looking at the last 12 weeks. You can change that if you want to hone in on a particular date range. We're also showing you all of your products sorted by the highest fees, and then the specific FBA fee type. And this chart over time is showing you how the different fees are breaking down within each week. And so one really useful thing to do here is if you want to highlight a particular fee, you can click on that and look at the amount you're getting charged for just that fee over time. And then similarly, you can take a particular product and see how that one individual product is getting charged for fees over time. So very powerful report in understanding all of the different fees that Amazon is charging you. I know that this year, 2024, was a big one in terms of fee changes and fee increases. So this is a powerful tool to help you understand how all these fee changes are impacting your business. All right, and finally, for the SKU economics report, we have a very detailed analyze proceeds page. So the first thing I'll just kind of go over again is the formula for calculating proceeds. We take all of your sales over the last 12 weeks, subtract the refund amount, FBA fees, and ad spend, and that leaves us with this proceeds figure. Again, you can kind of drill down on a specific week. And then this bar chart here is showing you that same calculation, but in a nice visual format. So everything above the x-axis here is sales, and everything below the x-axis is what's getting taken away from sales to get you to that proceeds number, and that's graphed with the green line here. So you get a nice visual of how profitable your business is over time within Amazon. And the table here just breaks down all of these key metrics, and again also allows you to select an individual product and get that nice proceeds visual for each of your products. If you hover over a product, you can see the proceeds, the different ratios graphed out over time. So margin, return rate, cost of sales, and tacos. And this is also a nice way to see how your products are performing over time. This proceeds table is really valuable to export to Excel. So all you have to do again is just click this more options and export data. And so if you have your cost of goods handy, you can export that to Excel, upload cost of goods for each of your ASINs, then multiply the per unit cost of goods by units sold here, and then simply subtract that total cost of goods amount from the proceeds amount, and you will have profit. So great way to quickly get a profit calculation for all of your different ASINs. All right, the next report that I'd like to run through is the buy box report. So this report is going to be valuable to you if you're selling ASINs with other competitors, other sellers on your listings. You know, if you have, if you're a wholesaler or if you're a brand where you have a lot of different resellers selling your products, this is going to be a valuable tool to help you understand a real-time snapshot of buy box status across your entire catalog. So you can see, you know, which of your ASINs you're winning the buy box, which you are losing, and which of those that there's no winner. And typically that's a buy box suppressed situation where maybe Amazon is finding a cheaper price offline. So this summary page is just going to go through and show you um, the status for each of your products. It will also show you the number of competing sellers on that listing, and we're sorting it in terms of the highest number of competing sellers. The next page is we drill down for all of the ASINs where you're losing the buy box. We're going to give you a nice side-by-side comparison. So the first thing that we're doing is we're identifying who these winning sellers are, and this visual is showing you each competing seller and the sellers that you're losing against the most. And you can see the top one here is Amazon, and we do see that a fair amount that Amazon is often the number one seller in a seller's catalog. So for the buy box, we give you a nice side-by-side on price, shipping, fulfillment, and seller rating. And if you're losing on price, we're going to highlight that in red. And if you're winning on price, it's highlighted in green. So it's just a nice way to scan and understand the offers that you're losing the buy box on and the reason that you're losing the buy box. All right, and then the last report that I'll go through is the inventory planning report. So we're currently looking at FBA inventory planning data, and there's a number of different sheets within this report. The first one's just going to give you a nice summary of everything that's happening within your FBA inventory. So a nice overview of all of the inventory units that you have and the particular type of units, whether it's fulfillable, unfulfillable, inbound, or reserved. We're also giving you a nice summary of sales over the last 7, 30, and 90 days, showing you both total units sold and the unique number of SKUs sold in those time ranges. We also give you an overview of your entire catalog according to days of supply, so you can see how many of your SKUs only have 0 to 7 days of supply left, all the way up to 90+ days of supply. And then, you know, with FBA inventory, you have to always kind of be in the sweet spot. You can't have too much inventory or you'll start to get these aged inventory surcharges, but you can't have too little inventory or you'll have a low inventory level fee or even worse, we'll run out of stock. And so we give you a lot of good information about both of those different fees. And then we also show you all of your products that have recently run out of stock. And the way that we're defining that is where fulfillable units is 0 and the number of units sold in the last 7 days is greater than 0. But I'll just quickly run through these sheets here. The first one is the plan inventory page. And so this is a good one to have up if you're looking to replenish your inventory or doing your inventory planning. And so as you can see, we show you all of your entire catalog according to days of supply. So if you want to, highlight these 39 SKUs that only have between 0 and 7 days left, you can just click that red bar there. And now, you're looking at the list of SKUs that you really need to pay attention to in terms of replenishment. You can see which of those might already have some inbound quantity, and understand sales velocity over the last 7, 30, and 90 days to try and understand how many units you want to replenish. We also have these filters here that allow you to adjust this table according to, your inbound, reserved, or unfulfillable inventory. Next, we have a sheet that allows you to really get a good understanding of the low inventory level fee. So as you may know, Amazon uses a metric called historical days of supply to calculate the low inventory level fee. And if any of your SKUs go below 28 historical days of supply, then you could start getting charged this low inventory level fee. So we give you your catalog according to historical days of supply, highlighting the ones that are below 28. And then we also show whether or not that SKU is incurring the fee. Sometimes it even if it's below 28 historical days of supply, it might not be incurring the fee because there are certain exemptions. So we'll include all of that information as well. So this helps you really get a good handle on this fee. This is a new fee that came out earlier this year and kind of caused a lot of confusion for sellers. So we wanted to make this really simple for sellers to understand. And then next, the aged inventory surcharge page. So this is going to show you your entire catalog across all of the different ranges for the aged inventory surcharge fees. So you can understand, which of your SKUs have the most aging inventory, how much fees each of those are getting charged. So you can think about, liquidating some of those units and getting that out there so that you can decrease this overall fee amount for your aged inventory surcharges. All right, and that's the end of our analytics reports. I'll also just mention that for the FBA returns report and also the inventory report, we have these weekly report summaries, and so that's another notification that you can turn on. And every week we'll send you a nice summary of these reports, and I'll just kind of quickly show uh, what those emails look like. So for the FBA return summary email, you can see this is a nice overview of your returns from the last 7 days, including the top returned products and the top reasons, as well as that word cloud for returns over the last 7 days. And then also in the email, we include that 90-day summary as well. So, if you're one who maybe doesn't have the time to log in and go through these reports, but you would like a nice little summary in your inbox every week, this is a great email to subscribe to. And it also looks great on a mobile device as well. Similarly, we send out a weekly inventory snapshot that gives you that same information, a nice summary of your inventory and sales, days of supply, and recent stock out, so that every week you can kind of stay on top of your inventory with a quick email. Yeah, and that concludes the demo for SellerPulse.
Great. Thank you very much. So much inside one tool. And let's jump to the pricing of this tool. How does it affect, different regions, different uh, your how to say modules you showed inside this tool?
Sure, yeah. So we currently have two pricing plans. One is called Feedback 5, and that's going to give you all of the features of Feedback 5. So unlimited email requests for feedback and reviews, product review monitoring and alerts, and also all of those listing alerts that I demoed for SellerPulse. That's going to be included in that package, and that starts at $34 a month, and it's based on your monthly orders. And so you can see how our pricing scales up starting at $34 a month. Next, we have a SellerPulse package. It includes all of those features that I just mentioned, so all of the Feedback 5 review monitoring. And additionally, it's going to include all of those analytics reports that I demoed, as well as those weekly summary emails. And that starts at $89 a month, starting at 2,000 orders per month. And for each of these, you can add as many additional marketplaces as you would like. So I mentioned, we cover 17 Amazon marketplaces. If you happen to be selling in all 17, you can have 17 of those stores active in your account for no additional charge.
Great, amazing. And now let's jump to hear what are you planning to release to your users in the next few months. Any other features in the roadmap?
Yeah, so we have been busy working on SellerPulse and releasing lots of different new alerts and new features. So ones that you can look forward to coming. One is a parent-child relationship alert. So anytime there's a change in the parent-child relationship for an ASIN, we'll send you an email alert for that. And then another one is weekly summary report emails. I demoed that one is available for the inventory report and the returns report. We're also going to be working on weekly summary report emails for the SKU economics report and the buy box report.
Great. And I think the last question, do you have any special offer for Orange Click viewers?
Yeah, so for our products, they all come with a 14-day free trial period. So if you're thinking about that SellerPulse package that includes those analytics reports, you might as well sign up for that during the trial because it's going to be free. But special for Demo Mondays viewers, we're going to have a $15 off coupon. So if you enter the coupon code orange-15, then that'll get you an additional $15 off on top of the 14-day free trial.
All right. Thank you very much. And it was a pleasure to have you here again. And good luck in your business. Bye-bye.
Yep. Thank you so much, Augustus.
I hope you enjoyed this demo of SellerPulse. If you want to try this software, you will find the link and the discount code below in the description. And if you have additional questions about this software and tool, leave them in the comment section below, and we will ask SellerPulse team to join the chat and answer your comments and questions. And if you enjoy the work we do, don't forget to click like below this video. And now I would like to invite you to watch demo of Feedback 5. It's another software which is created by Ecom Engine, the same company which created SellerPulse. So check this out.